Today we're rebuilding this Deore M570 derailleur. In my case, this one has already been cleaned up. Some tools you're going to need are a pick, some pliers, and some Allen keys. Alright, now moving on to the B spring over here, you want to grab your 2mm Allen key, stick it in this little pinhole, and unscrew it. Once you get it out, it should just spring out, or just pull the parallelogram away from the cage, and it'll just pop right out. There's a little seal here, make sure to pop that off as well. Now for the pinnacle, you want to remove this little B-limit screw, and after you've done that, just grab your pick and you want to position this clip so it'll come out in between these two little tabs right here. Remember, it has to be exactly in the right spot because there is not much room for it to come out. Then grab your pick, put it in this little slot, and take off the clip. Once that comes off, this should just spring out, or just pull it towards you. Should come off, push out the bolt, and grab the spring with the seal. Alright, now everything's all taken apart. Now it's time to clean. For this, you can use anything, like a cleaner degreaser. You can also use a brush, you can use a sink, anything to get this thing clean. In my case, it's already been pretty much cleaned. I'm just going to give it a nice wipe down, and it'll be ready to go. So, you can use brake cleaner or alcohol. Just remember, if you're using brake cleaner, stay away from plastic parts or wipe it off really fast. Alright, now everything is all nice and cleaned down and it's time to assemble. Something you're going to need is grease, and I also have some of this SRAM butter for the pulleys. First, you want to make sure that your pinnacle is all nice and greased up. Then you want to grab your bolt and slide it on through and make sure you got the little rubber seal on there. Next, you want to grab your spring. There's one side is going to have it recessed up a little bit, the other side is going to be more flush. You want to get the side that's recessed up, you want that to point up, and then find the hole on the other side and stick it in. Now you want to grab your thinner seal and slide it on, and then you want to get your aluminum retaining ring and slide that on as well. Now you want to grab some pliers, and you want to grab it by this little bolt hole right here, and you want to turn and get this tab all the way behind there. Just hold it there and then grab your clip and put it on. Alright, so first off, you want to grease up the inside of the B-knuckle. You want to get it all nice and greased up. Then you want to get your wider plastic seal and slide it on in. Now you want to grab your cage as well as your spring, and you want to get this thinner end and you want to put it into one of these holes. The left one is the looser one and the right one is the tighter one. I want to go with the tighter one. Now just grab your cage and your parallelogram and put the two together and rotate it until you hear the spring pop into place. Make sure it goes all the way down. And after you've inserted the cage, it looks something like this. And you want to rotate it counterclockwise all the way around until it comes past that little spot. Then you want to push it down and hold it there while you insert the pin. You want to make sure it's behind that little post. Make sure it goes all the way down, otherwise your spring isn't in the correct spot. Then grease up the pin and screw it in. Now for the pulleys, you want to grab some grease. You want to grease up the inside of this metal part. Then you want to grab your other bushing, you want to grease up the inside of that too, and push them two together. This one is the guide pulley because it has the metal insert in it. Then grab your little washers and slide them on as well. Make sure to don't put any grease around the washers because that will just attract dirt. And when you put the pulley on, you want to put some grease on the bolt as well. And same thing for the tension pulley, just grease it up a little bit. And don't forget to put your B-limit screw back in as well. And after that, just put on your bail adjuster and your clamp bolt, and you have yourself a fully rebuilt derailleur. These M570s are really easy to find on late 90s bikes. They're pretty light, but a little bit flexy. Overall, just a great derailleur. Guys, if you have an old derailleur, don't replace it, just rebuild it. Thanks to everyone who subbed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.